Hi, my name is Charles Cranier. This is my Servant Leadership Project. It's the Grandview High School Bulldogs Mathletics Math Club. Grandview High School is located south of Kansas City, Missouri. It has a diverse population of 1,200 students. 53% of the student body is African American, 21% is Hispanic, 18% is Caucasian, and 8% is Asian. The proposal for the Mathletics is for the last 10 years in Grandview High School. We have participated in the math relays hosted by KC Prep, which includes dozens of schools in the Kansas City region. Since being at Grandview High School the last 3 years, several dozen students have inquired of a math club specifically to address the annual math relays. This year, I have had a deeper sense from the student body to meet this small but growing need by sponsoring a math club with several math colleagues. The purpose of the math club will be to coach the team for the math relays, provide mathematical enrichment outside the class, and to play logic games. The three main objectives for the Mathletics will be: number one, learn and refine problem-solving strategies, such as the guess and check method, the elimination method, the matrix model, and so forth. Number two will be to compete both for individual and team medleys. And number three, to participate in group tutoring opportunities. For example, the seniors and the juniors who are taking pre-calculus and calculus could tutor the geometry and algebra students. And also for the algebra and the geometry students to go to the middle school and to help out with the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade math courses. The outline for the Mathletics will be composed of why, where, when, who, and the cost. Why Mathletics? Well, number one will be to explore the subjects not covered in school or in the math courses. Number two would be building a foundation for college mathematics. Three will solidify concepts through teaching. Number four will develop team cooperation, leadership, and problem-solving skills. Well, who can participate? Well, in the high school, it's open to grades 9 through 12, but I would love to branch this out for the middle school, grades 6 through 8, and eventually the elementary schools. I will also like to create a team, asking teachers, friends, and parents and any stakeholders. Well, when do the activities occur? Well, it'll be weekly practices. It'll be the practice season will go throughout the year from September through October to prepare for our first competition in late October, early November. And we'll continue practicing in January through March and prepare for our competitions in April and May. Well, where can the activities be held? Well, the activities will be held at school in room 300 in Grandview High School. Some of the activities could be held at home or in a public meeting location such as libraries or at Starbucks. And the cost that should be considered would be $40 to about $80 per team for contest, and the extras will be the t-shirts, snacks, and transportation. Athletics getting started at Grandview High School. The organization of Mathletics will first, I will sponsor the math club. Some of the beneficiaries of the project will be the Grandview students, parents, and stakeholders. The way to deal with problems or conflicts that may occur will be through the Behavior Intervention Support Team, the BIST team. The final authority for our Mathletics club would be the principal, Dr. Jennifer Price, and the core team that's been identified would be, I will sponsor it, and then co-sponsor will be Ms. Butler, Mr. Greg Linhart, Mr. Donald Sutcliffe, and Ms. Cassandra Sands. Some of the specific roles and functions for the Mathletics core team: Ms. Butler will take care of the hoodie design. Mr. Sutcliffe will handle the accounting and the finance. Mr. Linhart will gather the math relay team and organize for the specific events. Ms. Sands will be over the scheduling of activities, and I will take care of the monthly math themes and problem of the week. Just getting started with the Mathletics Math Club. Number one, what do we need? We need core members. So for this math club to be successful, we need a core group of students from about 3 to 8 students to take on leadership roles in Mathletics. Number two, we need a steady meeting time and location. We are planning to meet every Wednesday. It will consist of 21 meetings from October all the way to the first week of May. And it'll be held during our Bulldog block time, where students can come in for remediation and intervention. We'll also meet in room 300, my classroom. We also need, to get started, we need parental support. So we would enlist parent volunteers to help during the year as possible. The second thing to get started is we need to recruit students. So this would be an ongoing thing. So we would post flyers with attention-grabbing slogans or illustrations around the school. We will prepare for informational handout to hand to parents early in the school year and throughout the school year. We will post intriguing math questions or puzzles around the school so that the students could get some type of interest for the math club. We'll make a small presentation at the school assembly if possible. We'll talk to individual students at other related clubs, and we'll enlist students in our upper level courses and in our honors and advanced courses to join the math club. Our first meeting happened in the second week of October. At this meeting, we introduced ourselves. We gathered contact information. We planned with the 8 members that were present. We brought food for the students and provided just a positive atmosphere. We posted several questions that they can work on in 2 groups of 4. And we set procedures for each of the and roles for each of the students that attended our first meeting. So we elected a president, vice president, secretary, and treasury. And we prepared a budget for t-shirts, transportations, books / magazines, thought about some fundraisers and donations. During the year for Mathletics, we started the club in October. We'll end the club in the first week of May. Throughout the year, we will recruit. We will have a schedule on running a meeting. We'll prepare the meeting with a quick problem or puzzle. Maybe as a bell ringer, we'll encourage members to step up their participation with different activities. We'll change the pace to keep the energy high in the group. Some of the models that we will implement will be a team practice for the competitions. We will do a problem-solving lecture, maybe a presentation and lesson on some different strategies in math. We will do a game day or puzzle day where they can work on different maybe board games such as chess or rummy cube and so forth. And the last thing we'll do is we will practice with other teams in the school district or outside the school district, such as Center or Ruskin High School. Our focus for this Mathletics is really the competition, the math relays that sometimes we host and we're a part of. Several of the things that we'll consider and be proactive in is the registration and the transportation. Make sure our team is at capacity. At our club, we'll make sure we'll go over the rules and the format of the competition. We'll encourage the students to have fun, and we will allow the students to see the schedule and the outline on the competition in regards to the registration, directions, the medleys for individual test and team test, the organization of the lunch, and the medley for the team test, the mental math, the college bowl, and then finally we'll talk about the awards. Just a quick outline on what the competition looks like. We'll choose the teams within each grade division. We'll divide up each of the levels. We'll talk about the transportation in regards to carpooling and buses. We'll focus on some study strategies for the teams and the individual, and then we'll make sure we'll prepare the materials that the students may need. As we conclude the Mathletics, the next steps for the club would be to think about the summer practices, maybe some incentives for some summer math programs around the district through UMKC and maybe some other junior colleges. And we'll also consider some off-season preparation, maybe getting hold of the team leaders, president, vice president, secretary, and start to plan for the upcoming year. Overall, this is a kind of a vision that I have for a math club at Grandview High School. Thank you for watching.